Egypt, Valley of the Kings, November 4th, 1922. A young boy working for a British excavation team led by Howard Carter is riding his donkey home one night when suddenly the animal's hoof slips into a hole below the sand. Thinking he may have stumbled upon the entrance to a tomb, he rushes home and alerts Carter.
When Howard Carter came in, they dug feverishly all the way through the tomb, 72 steps, till they reached the sealed door of the tomb, which was right here. He instantly made a hole into the wall before destroying it. And Howard Carter peeked in and said, and I quote, "I see wonderful things," which was very true. Right inside King Tut's tomb, there were wonderful things. This tomb was packed with gold and treasures.
Incredibly, Howard Carter and his team had unearthed the tomb of King Tutankamón. To this day, it is considered the best preserved and most intact tomb ever found in the Valley of the Kings. Although the excavation team achieved instant worldwide fame for their discovery, their triumph was short-lived.
During the opening of the tomb of King Tut, all the workers were very wary, the Egyptian ones. It is known that ancient Egyptian tombs have the curse of the pharaohs. Whoever enters the tomb first will die.
While most Westerners involved did not take the ancient stories of a curse seriously, the opening of King Tut's tomb was almost immediately followed by numerous tragedies, some with eerie connections to the alleged curse.
Soon after the opening of the tomb, a messenger went to the archaeologist's house. This was Howard Carter. He found Carter's beloved canary in the mouth of a cobra, which was the symbolic snake of the pharaoh.
Later, we learned that Lord Carnarvon himself was bit on the cheek by a mosquito in the very same place that King Tut, it turned out, was also wounded. He died within weeks of a blood-borne disease, very mysteriously. Howard Fields, another archaeologist who came to the tomb, had his home burned down and flooded. And people began to wonder if, in fact, this was the curse of Tutankhamun.
No fewer than 7 deaths have been associated with the opening of the tomb, the same number of lives that Oak Island must claim, according to the legend. Could there really have been a curse protecting King Tut's tomb? And if so, what was behind it?
Curses were a tool of Heka, the magical technology that the ancient Egyptians used that they said was a gift of their extraterrestrial gods. This suggests that the curse of the pharaohs is an extraterrestrial force, or perhaps even technology, that the ancient Egyptians were utilizing to protect these tombs.
Is it possible that some type of extraterrestrial technology was activated with the opening of King Tut's tomb? Ancient astronaut theorists say yes, and as further evidence, point to the so-called magic bricks found at the tomb.
In the tomb of Tutankhamun, there was 4 bricks, the 4 cardinal positions, with some magical spells from chapter 151 of the Book of the Dead, spells of protecting the dead. They believed in magic. They believed in the power of the word. The word for them makes power, makes protection.
When we go over to the Tibetan arena, we see these prayer wheels, and this is a very interesting thing because the priests would actually go by and they would roll these cylindrical drums with their hands. And they believed that the simple rolling of the drum would actually impress the words upon the space around them. They believed that space was alive and intelligent. So this suggests the possibility that certain words do, in a sense, become imbued with a force. That force may be something that certain types of extraterrestrial or extra-dimensional beings can actually access. Is it possible that the Egyptians were working with extraterrestrials who would, in fact, generate these types of seemingly magical phenomena in the event that people tried to transgress into these locations?